Hey, happy days, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. How can you make doing business with you and your company, your organization, as easy as rolling off a log? Easy as rolling off a log, of course, is an American expression that came about in the 1830s in the lumbering industry when lumberjacks, men who cut down trees, mostly men back then, would saw down the trees and then float them in the river from the forest down to the lumber mills. And for entertainment, they would have contests and competitions to see who could stand on or roll on the logs the longest. Actually live in a town next to a town that has, in Stillwater, Minnesota, they have lumberjack days every summer. And it's a celebration where they have log rolling competitions and things. And one of the gentlemen that worked for me, he and his brothers and his dad were all champion log rollers. It's amazing, the fun and the tradition, but it's super easy to roll off a log and fall into the river. Most people that try to log roll end up in the river and they end up getting wet. And so it's super easy to do. It's almost effortless. So how can you make doing business with you and your company almost effortless, almost seamless? How can you make the experience for your customers, your clients, your potential prospects absolutely awesome, amazing, and as easy as possible? Well, the way you do that is by going through and looking at your buying process, your selling process, your experience, every experience and contact that a customer would have with you. You go through it from their point of view, from their perspective. You walk through it and you go through it step by step by step, and you see where the friction points are. And wherever there's a friction point or a challenge or a problem, you do whatever you can to alleviate or eliminate that friction point, to get rid of that. It's one of the best ways to improve and make sure that you get people coming back to your organization time and time again, and that they have a great experience. And the better the experience they have with you and your organization, the more likely they are to come back to your organization again. One of the things I used to like to do whenever I started a new job in corporate America is I would go through all of the processes of that organization backwards or forward as if I were an order coming into that company. One of my favorite ones was I did it when I worked for a big industrial bakery, and I pretended that I was an order coming into the bakery and how I would go through each department and how I was handled and what happened to me in each department. Number one, it gave me a way to learn about the organization and the processes and the procedures in each department really, really well. I was the quality vice president, so it was a cool way for me to do it and get to know everybody. Number two, it helped me to see where there were friction points for our customers and where there were going to be challenges, where we were going to have quality issues and defects, where we were going to have customer service problems, where we were going to have product failures or system failures or solutions that just didn't quite meet the mark for our customers. And I encourage you, I really, really encourage you to do the same thing. We almost never, as business owners, do that. Put ourselves in the shoes and in the mindset of our customers. And when we do that, everything changes because we have a better understanding of what they're looking for, what they want, and how they're experiencing what it is that we do. Sometimes we create rules and regulations and guidelines in our companies that just don't make sense from the customer's standpoint. They make perfect sense from our standpoint as the business owner, but they make absolutely no sense to the customer. And if you've got any or many of those things in your organization, people will do business with other people. They'll go to your competition. They'll go to somebody that doesn't have a silly little rule that doesn't make sense to them, because their mind says, if they get confused, their mind says no. They're like, yeah, this is a pain in my rear, I'm not going to do it. So when you're going through the process, look at every place that might be a challenge. Oh, we have a 30-day return policy. Everybody else in the industry has a 60-day return policy or a 365-day return policy. Oh, we have it takes us 2 weeks to ship an order or to deal with an order. Our competition does it in 72 hours. That's something that could be a killer for your business. So how do you make doing business with you as easy as rolling off a log or falling off a log or easy as pie? You understand your process from your customer's perspective, and you do the best you can to eliminate all friction, all sticking points, or all reasons for them not doing business with you. I say not doing business with you right now. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. Take a look at your process from different perspectives and see what you can find to improve in it, and watch how fast you supersize and grow your business. That's it. Go out and have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.